I am very honored to be speaking here today as a global ambassador for WildAid on a topic so dear to my heart, the conservation and preservation of elephants. I spent the last weekend in Amboseli National Park learning about them. Over the course of 3 days, I was introduced to many elephant families and was immersed in their way of life. The expedition was led by Katito Sayalel of Amboseli Trust for Elephants, who has been studying their population in Amboseli for over 20 years. I learned so many things I never knew about this incredible animal. It was truly a transformative time. I am proud of my Kenyan heritage, and part of that heritage is the incredible wildlife haven that is in our care. On this trip, my newfound knowledge has led me to understand the elephant's intrinsic value to us all, both here in Kenya and around the world. I realized that when you know more, it compels you to do more. For example, elephants travel in family units, led by the eldest female. In Amboseli, the families are named in alphabetical order for easier identification. So you have the L family, led by Leana, the P family, led by Puff, and so on. Each elephant has unique features and a distinct character. In P, I observed that Puff, the matriarch, had these beautiful crossed tusks. In the G family, the matriarch was born with only one tusk. I met Leana's family, who had a recent 1-year-old addition to that the trust decided to name Lupita. She followed her mother closely and gave out a loud trumpet when her mother wouldn't stop to breastfeed her. Katito said Lupita was being stubborn. That made me proud. I like a girl who knows what she wants. Katito also taught me that elephants communicate at a decibel too low for human beings to hear. You could tell that they were on the same page because they would all stop at once before being led in a different direction by the matriarch. They are very gentle animals with few natural threats. Were it not for human interference, elephants would most likely live a full lifespan at 65 to 75 years of age. I learned an elephant kept alive strengthens our economy and can be worth $1 million of tourism revenue in its lifetime, whereas when it is poached, it only provides a handful of people with a few thousand shillings. I learned, currently an elephant is being poached every 15 minutes. Every 15 minutes, another $1 million is lost. That's $96 million a day. I learned that with the current rate of killing, we may lose elephants in West and Central Africa in the next decade. And ours in East Africa may follow if we do not turn things around. The situation is grim. So now the question becomes, what can we do? The good news is already so many brave and dedicated people are giving their lives to protect our elephants. From Amboseli Trust for Elephants, David Sheldrick Wildlife Trust, Africa Wildlife Foundation, Save the Elephants, to all Pejeta, the Lewa Conservancies, and Wildlife Direct. All these groups are combating poaching in Kenya. Also, the government of Kenya, represented by Kenya Wildlife Service, and our legislators, courts, and prosecution system have redoubled their efforts. What they need now is all our support around the world. From those in the United States and Asia not buying ivory, to Kenyans joining together in supporting anti-poaching by reporting wildlife crime. I'm proud to be able to speak to so many in this room with the power to make real change. I ask you to please use your influence to spread the word. Speak to your government officials and constituents. Write in the papers and blogs. Help encourage more to get involved. If today many of these facts are new to you, join me in learning more. Visit a national park. There's nothing like visiting a national park. Or even just visit a website like wildaid.org to learn more. Yesterday, I visited the David Sheldrick Wildlife Trust, the elephant orphanage here in Nairobi, and I had the joy of meeting baby elephants as they barged their way towards me for a morning feed. But the exuberant experience was mixed with the deep sadness of knowing that so many of them have lost their families to poachers. When you report the trading, buying, and smuggling of ivory, you help to keep these elephant families together. Please join me in putting your love for this beautiful, gentle animal into sustainable action. Let's all begin today and come together to learn more, know more, and do more to save the elephants. Thank you.